friends. What's up? Karibuni tena sana to my YouTube channel. It's me Steph. If you're new here, welcome to the family. Thank you so much for joining in. As you guys can tell from the title of the video, this is 12 days of Christmas. Day, what is this? This is day what? Day 7. Unless I'm wrong, but it's probably day 7. Correct me if I'm wrong. Step 4, if you're new here, welcome to the family. You know, I mean, it took you bloody long enough, but you're here. So welcome. And I'm so happy and I'm so excited because I've tried to be consistent and it's showing because we're this close to 7K, and I'd really appreciate it if you could actually join the family. So, long time no story time. Wow. Honestly, you know, the babes have been treated right. You know what I mean? We're living soft life, we're living good life, so we don't really have some ghetto story times to take. But I have actually just remembered, okay, not just remembered, but I guess it was a few days ago when I was thinking about it and I was like, hiya, I've never really done this story time. So yeah, so you can take your wine, you know what I mean? We have some red sweet wine, you know. It's a December sweetie. Live and rest. So where does this story time start? So this story time, this happened I think it's happened like 2 years ago unless I'm wrong. So we're going to, of course, name the characters. The main character is B. No, let's call him M. Let's call him M because we have another character called B. Okay, so the first time that I met M, I never really met M. That's the first time I encountered M. I encountered M in my Form 2, probably second year of high school. That's when I had heard of M, you know. And I used to hear good things. You know, M is fine, M can sing, M is this, M is that. So yeah, and then I think I finally met him probably when I was in Form 3. And I think by then he had already finished school. So I think he was 2 years ahead of me. Honestly, I don't even remember, either a year or 2 years ahead of me, and he had already finished by then. And yeah, and then let's talk about M. So yeah, M was attractive, but I don't know if I would find M attractive now. I mean, that's the teacher. So I met M. I don't know if you guys, I don't know about you guys, but there was this time in high school, you know, I just came to remember, sometimes I speak as if I finished high school. Oh, imagine, no, I finished in 2017. I finished just the other day. So the first time I met M now physically was, I think I was in Form 3, and I was telling you guys, if you guys used to go for those events, and quite honestly that was just a waste of my money, because why was I even going for these events? I really had no business going for those events, and those events were like Sijui Gold Cup, Sijui Platinum, and to be honest, I'm not even a fan of soccer or anything like that, so I don't even know why I was going. But half of those things were just for being social and stuff. So I think the one I went for was called Apple Up, and I think that's the first time that I met him, and I was like, okay, right, I can finally see you in person, okay. Sips my wine. Anyways, so but then when I met him that day, see, we talked or anything. Also, something else about M, friends, is that he was one of those people who were always dating. Like, there are those people I remember even when I was in high school. There were those people who, they were the couple, you know, the girls, you know, and I used to be like, wow, God wed, wow. You know. So yeah, so M had been dating this babe. Honestly, I didn't even know anything about her. They had just been that couple for very long. Anyway, so I think it was until after I finished is when I actually started talking to M, you know, like conversing. Before that, it was just like, it was barely any. So I remember, I don't remember if I'm done to initiate conversation on him, but we started talking. So we started talking, you know, here and there. Then we started talking occasionally, then regularly, then it became a daily basis. You know, one thing about me, friends, I always sleep early. By the way, my sleeping time frame is between 9 and 10:30. If you text me after that, sweetie, I'm gone. I'm asleep, child. Even my friends, they text me and they're like, hi, I know you're asleep, but when you wake up and you say this in the morning, you know. So, but now for this one, you know, when I know, like, younger Steph, I used to know, when I start talking to someone, frequently on a daily basis, and I'm sleeping late on their own accord. Wow, I used to know, right, this is not really going anywhere. All the people that I used to risk my sleeping time for, yeah, where are you? Where are you now? You know. So yeah, so now we started talking at now we used to talk at daily, and now I used to sleep late talking to him. And really, if you ask me what we were talking about, I can't even tell you. But we had like some few things in common, you know. Like at the time, I remember I was obsessed with listening to like an older genre. Okay, not an older genre of music, but like old artists like Etta James, Anita Baker, and even him. He used to vibe with that kind of thing. So I was like, hey, it's a sign. Anyway, so we started talking like that continuously, and then I think it reached a point when M used to have like these gigs, these singing gigs where they go, they perform, yeah. So I think now did I say M or B? I'm even confused. M. So now there's another character called B. Now B, I met B through another friend of mine in high school, but this one I met like a lot of times, and B was like cool and all. So but now B was used to play instruments. So him and M were a duet, you know, a duo, whatever. They were performing, they used to perform together. So now they were arranging for this gig, and I remember even then, it's not like, yeah, I remember I helped like post on my story, but it's not like at then I was really doing anything. It was just my random account, which was not, barely had people. So yeah, and I remember I was so excited because now I could finally meet like you know. So I remember, friends, this event was those sides, I think, for Kilimani, unless I can't remember correctly, but I think it was on Kilimani sides, and it was on a, I think it was on a Friday evening. I remember a Friday evening, and the event was supposed to start at 6. And me, keep in mind, I live on this other side. I live this side for Thika Road and stuff. So, you know, it being a Friday, it being in the evening, rush hour, that's homes. I said, I will cross. Go. So I remember I ordered an Uber. I remember that morning I woke up, I did my stuff in Nini. Those were the days my makeup was just, my makeup game there. I thought it was bad, by the way. It just needed a little bit of a, you know, a little bit of spice, and now we're here. Period. So yeah, now speaking, so yeah, the day has come. So I do my stuff, and I do my Uber, and I go. I remember I didn't even done my makeup, and I was looking cute. Let me tell you one thing about me. I was stunting. I was looking tantalizing. Anyways, so see, now we go with the Uber, and then when we reach those sides for Kilimani, guys, the traffic, it was astronomical. Like, I don't even know if you leave those sides, I don't know how you guys do it. You know, let me tell you about the Thika Road, because I feel like Thika Road traffic moves. There are places I've been to and I'm like, sorry, and I'm like, nah, how do y'all do this, you know? So see, the event was supposed to start at 6, yeah, and now me in my head, I'm like, one thing about me, I am barely ever late. You can ask my friends, by the way. I always keep time, and if I don't, I'm probably like 5-10 minutes late, and if I am, I have told you I'm going to be late. Okay, I will not wait for you to call me. Ooh, let's calm down, I'm getting triggered. Anyway, so see, now I remember it was probably around 5, it was probably 5:30 about, and I was still in traffic. And I'm telling friends, the traffic was not moving. Like, tulikuwa tumekaa kwa gari, magari zilikuwa zimezimwa. So I look at my Google Maps. I'm like, I asked the driver, how far is it? He's like, it's not even that far. By the way, if this traffic moves, then we'll make progress and we'll fika. But now me, I was just like, I'm not trying to be late. I'm trying to shop for this man who's on my mind. I'm trying to shop for him. So I was like, I checked my Google Maps, and then it's like, you know how it shows you like the time. It's a 5-minute drive and a 10-minute walk. And I remember, I don't even know what side, I can't even tell you at which side exactly of Kilimani, because me and places and directions are like this. But I remember like where the car was, it was like on the, there was traffic and there was like 3 lanes. It was all going one side, but it's supposed to be 2 lanes, but I think maybe there were people, you get. So now I was on the last one, so I told the driver, you know what? End the ride. The driver is like, why do we need to end the ride? And I'm like, I don't want to be late, so just end the ride. The driver is trying to tell me, by the way, madam, ni apa too. Like, if we go like this and we go like this. But me, I was just like, nah, I'm not trying to be late. We're wasting time. And the ride, friends, the Uber ended the ride in the middle of the bloody traffic. And there I was, mingering through cars, cutting across traffic, so that I pick up. Hey, lesson number 1. Wait until your Uber fika. Anyway, so friends, I fika. I call M was not picking the phone, so I called B, and B was like, it's I just come up, it's due to what, friend? I don't think it was even the rooftop. And I was like, okay, cool. So I fika, mini niko for Instagram, views on views. Yo, friends. Hiya. So see, I fika M at the moment, he wasn't like at there. I think he was like I think doing the mic things and stuff. So yeah, so now I'm waiting there with B, but just there, chilling, catching up. He's like, hey, thanks for coming. Now guys, by the time I was fikaing, it was like at 5:45, and there was nobody. Literally, it was just M, the people of the restaurant, because it was in a restaurant, I remember, and the mic people, and then I could see uko mwisho. So I was like, hiya, Connie, this event is not starting at no, you see, and you see the way I harakishad. You see the way I was telling the driver, can you end the ride in the middle of traffic at Chelewe? Hiya. And then now I find doing the mic things, mic testing, KKK. Yeah, so I remember we were just there chilling, talking, catching up. Oh, you're looking cute as usual. Because one thing about me, I will look cute. Period. So yeah, so now see me, I'm thinking, I don't know what time my guys coming. Long story short, guys, figured at around people started reaching, like a lot of people started reaching, like a significant amount of people were arriving at 7. And keep in mind, the babes was there a whole hour, But anyways, that's another thing about Kenya and events, and things never really start on time, which is so annoying, Hiya. So see, now I invited like 2 of my friends. I remember one, I invited 2 of my friends, and I remember one of them I was so excited to see because they had just come back. They were studying abroad and stuff, and we hadn't seen each other in a while. So hey, let me tell you, friends, when they started performing, I was sitting up. These are the performing. This is the fool. Jenny, I was sitting. I could literally touch the poor performing. I was that. I touched the front seat. I love how I remember that thing. They were, they had other people like singing. I remember they had other people. What is it called? Doing my spoken words. Hey, because this is my spoken words. So let's I became because I become, and I come because I can. And because when you become this, and and the spoken words go away. I don't know what the person is saying. So yeah, so people did their spoken words, people sang, people performed their duets, their trios, and then now it started finally reaching game. So of course, the babes was like, this is my time to shine. Yeah. So yeah, he started singing and friends. Sauti. Oh. Wow. I said, marry me now. Marry me now, alright, guys. Hey. So the man is there. He's singing. Emma, I don't even know when Emma was singing, friends. He was even pointing at me. He was like, Emmy, I'm like, oh, wow. What can I say? Hiya. So the event keeps on going. People keep performing. Now, my mom had told me you need to be home by 9 p.m. When it reached about 8:30, it started raining. And I remember it was like, I don't know how to explain. Like, it was a rooftop, but like not all of it was open. Us were on the closed part, and then where they were performing, now that was where it was fully open. So now, because it started raining and it was at night, they had to move, restructure the whole setup because water and all that, and the mics and the wires, all those things. So see, now it had come to a pause. Hey, me, I'm just there with my cocktail, chilling with my friends. I figured 2 story. Am I remembering the time? No. I think I went to look at my phone. It was on silent. First of all, I go and I find, I don't know how many missed calls from my mom. I was like, guy, now what do I do? What do I do? So I'm like, I don't know, do I text her? Do I call her back? So I called her and she was like, 7, in the next few minutes. You know, so I was just like, mom, you see the event come to a pause because still, I mean, kulianza kunyesha nini, so she's like, she's giving me 1 hour, so means by 10 I'd be home. And I remember also that time, it was a lot of the times when kulikuwa na watoto cases to you know, cab drivers, you know, people disappearing, I don't know, people being, you know. So my mom was like, we're not joking here. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I think they started putting everything back, let's say I think almost like 30 to maybe almost an hour later. And now they continued singing, friends, they continued singing. Then I don't remember what happened, but now the next time I looked at my phone, it was 10:30 p.m. Where am I? I'm all the way in Kilimani. My mom has left so many missed calls and my phone is starting to die. Hiya. But now my issue was, I already paid to come for this thing. So what's the point of me leaving anyways? Number two, you know, my friends also got choching me. Ati ukichoma yote. Umesha choma band. So finish it all the way. So I didn't feel okay leaving midway, and people were still coming, people were still, you know, performing and stuff. So I was like, kesi baadaye nitatoka ikiisha. Friends, that event was ending almost a few minutes to midnight. By this time, yani, the missed calls on my phone, unashika tu simu hivi, nguvu inaisha. I was like, guy. So see now, my other two friends were like, oh, you know us, it's now time to go. And I was like, okay, cool, let them start saying bye to people. So see now, me, I'm going to Taputang M, and I'm like, hey, you know, by the way, even me, I need to go. And Nini M is like, give me 1 minute. I don't know what he was finishing up with some guys. So I was like, okay, cool. Hey, let me tell you guys, 1 minute turned into 30 minutes. Now it is midnight. Na bado niko kwa my friends, ni wale wanakuambianga bye for 30 minutes. So yeah, I look at my phone and I'm like, yo, I have to go. Then I kutana with, what's his name? I kutana with B. Now B was looking a bit stressed. So I asked B, Kwani, what's wrong? And he's like, man, you know, we were supposed to return this mic stands today, and now we are looking for people who are going those sides of town so that they can take them back. So now I just watch him asking people, unapitia town, unaenda town? Still everyone is just like, nah. So who am I, you know? Then M comes. Now when M finally comes, he's like, man, thanks so much for showing up, but you know, I'm stressed, I didn't know this mic stands K. So me, I'm like, it's okay, I can drop them. When really I should have been in my mother's house. I'm just like, it's cool, give me the mic stands. And I remember B was like, M was like, hey, for it, sour. B on the other hand was like, are you sure it's not going to be, you know, like a hassle for you? And I'm like, nah, it's okay. If you're not finding anybody to go, I can as well just pity. I mean, there's no traffic, it's literally midnight. I can just go if I'm supposed to drop them off. And then, you know, so they tell me I'd go drop, you just reach Bihi Towers, you drop, just ask the guard, tell him about it, he'll take them, and then you can go on your way home. So those mic stands were in a belonged to a studio, I think in Bihi Towers. And I was like, okay, cool. So see, I called my Uber. Now my friends were going the opposite direction. Yeah. So then they take their Uber, they go. So me, my Uber comes. Uber driver is like, boss, it's on nini, madam, it's on nini. I'm like, in the mic stands, napeleka. He's like, cool. The mic stands are put in the boot. Panda my Uber, we go. Yeah. So we're there, you know, going. Then before we reach town, friends, it started pouring. Never know how it rained. At Sijui, it was raining. Now it is serious. So I was like, man, no, but now since I've already taken them, it's cool. So yeah, the driver even starts, you know, speeding and hurrying up so that at least we can get home. Yeah, I don't even know if it is on time. Nilisha choma. Anyway, so we reached Bihita's, friends. I didn't even check because it's raining. I just called the guard who was out there, and I was like, hey, sasa, nimeambiwa hivi, chukua hizi. So I told him, and the driver, fungua tu buta zichukue. The guard is looking at me like, madam, mimi sijaambiwa kuhusu mic stands zinaachwa. So me, I'm like, apana, you know, mimi nimetumwa tu nilete hizi stuff. The guard is like, apana. He's there like, nah, honestly, I don't even know. So me, I'm just there like, what the hell we gonna do now? Because I'm here in town. And this, so I say, okay, Sawa. I try calling M. M's phone is off. I was like, wow. The one time you need someone. I try calling B. B is not picking. I call him. He's not picking. So the guard was like, okay, sawa, utaongea na mkubwa wetu. So I'm like, ako happy. And then he's pointing sijui where in the dark. I'm like, oh hell no. So he was like, the Uber driver asked him, kuja. He's like, nah. So now the Uber driver was like, it's okay, I'll take you. So we should car. We are leaving the car with the bike stands. It's raining. Now we are going to where the mkubwa is. Talk to the mkubwa. He's like, nah, they weren't informed of any mic stands being returned. This whole time, friends, I'm really trying to call M. His phone is still off. B achukui simu. I'm just like, what is this, child? What is this? You know. Hey, so the mkubwa goes like, unless you talk to the owner of the studio. So the owner of the studio is called, and then she's like, first she needs to call the people who are on duty that day. The people who are on duty, will they pick? Of course, and I mean it's past midnight. It is raining. Why would anyone pick a call at that time? A work call at midnight. You get? So she's like, they're not picking. So you know, now if they don't know, then you know, if anything happened to them, then it would be me. So she's like, plus also there has been like cases of theft, blah blah blah. So just go home with them, and then you'll come back the next morning. And she's like, and for that you'll also be fined. I'm like, hell no. I called, his phone is still off. When I called S is like, Ati, let him call M. No, because I think they were going home together. So see, M is given the phone, and then M is like, wow, for real, Sautadu. I'm like, I'm stranded with your bloody bike stars, and you have the audacity not to be Sautadu. So I'm just there like, well. So S takes the phone and he's like, okay, Sawa, I'm really sorry. No, they weren't even together. I think at some point M's phone actually came back on. But anyways, S tells me, man, I'm really sorry. You just go home with them, and then I'll come back for them tomorrow morning, I promise. And I'm like, okay, cool. And you see, even at this point, I didn't really have an option. I couldn't leave them there, and it's not like I could go back to where they were, you know, because even then they lived sijui where. And keep in mind, it is raining. I was supposed to be home hours ago. My phone is this close to dying, and I need to pay my Uber on M-Pesa. So the Uber driver is like, okay, cool. We enter, and then he drive. Now he was on the highway. Now we finally got home. It's still raining, but at this point it is raining like cats, and I don't even know, it was raining. So the Uber driver, so now he drops me, and of course he drops the mic stands because he can't enter in, because he can't enter into the compound. So I didn't remember who opened for me. I think it was our help that opened for me, and then she went back to bed. So we are there with the mic stands. I love what the problem is, there's like a distance between the gate and the house. So I was going back and forth, going to pick, and those mic stands were heavy, and it is raining. By the time I finished picking the last one and I was coming back to the house, I was drenched, friends. I can get, if I had pneumonia or something, and for what, you know. So see, now I was drenched, so now I had to get a rag and stuff. I wipe those because even them, they're dripping. I wipe those mic things, and then I had to, everywhere that I had passed was just water, literally. Let me tell you, friends, I was drenched, guy. I had to go again. I wipe all those things, I remove those clothes. By the time I was showering and doing all that, friends, it was already probably like 1 in the morning. I was so tired. Then before I sleep, I'm like, you know what, let me call him. Is he picking? No. I said, it's cool. I mean, at least I helped him. So now when I wake up the next morning, I was going down the stairs, and then I felt my mom standing next to the mic stands like, is it Nini? No, by the time I started telling her the story, I prayed. Of course, I was password, because one, if something happened to me, two, why are you being responsible for things that aren't, you know, you aren't supposed to be responsible for, you know, like, you are only supposed to go for the event and come back. Vile decide kukaa huko, you know, na vile uli decide kugoa mic stands sijui who savior. So yeah, so even the next morning, I mean the same morning now at around like 8:30, for sure B promised to come, and he actually came and picked the mic stands and stuff. But yeah, but and let me tell you one thing funny enough is after that incident, Em and I had a fallout, and now we stopped talking kabisa. I mean, you know, I sometimes think about it and I'm like, why was I really doing anything? Why one thing about doing things for people? Do less. Friend, if this is the bar, you need to go lower. You need to lower. Actually, the bar is even in hell. You need to do less. I swear. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy that short story time. I don't know if it was short, I don't know if it was long, but yeah, that was the one time I went and did the absolute most for someone. So you know, but we move, you know. Cheers to that. Wow. So yeah, anyway guys, that's what happened, you know. I was in ever since then I said, whomst am I to be going out of my way to be doing things for people who, you know, frankly speaking, they wouldn't even bat an eyelid for you. From then I learned to do less. But if this is the bar, lower. If the bar is in hell, go further. Do less. Because one thing about, they can embarrass you. Anyways guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Also, we are so close, friends. We are really close to hitting 7K subscribers, and I'd really appreciate it if you could join the family. Let me know if you enjoyed this video in the comment section down below. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys on day, I keep forgetting, day 7. This was day 7. I'm gonna see you guys on day 8 of 12 days of Christmas and stuff. Bye.